quick mag enjoyer. I like the quick mags. Also, the quick mag on this one has like no downside, so you may as well run that, which is awesome. Alright, so hello gamers and welcome back to another BattleBit Remastered video. Now, BattleBit has about 40 to 45 guns right now, and after about a month, a lot of people have decided what's good and what's bad. But today I wanted to talk about a gun that's really hated, but maybe has some better stuff than you'd expect, and that is the Famas. Now, I just got the quick mag, which is awesome because that is going to be one of the best things on this gun. But let's talk about it default no attachments, because this is the reason that this gun is so hated. Because honestly, this gun is awful as a default attached gun, but it does have some stuff that makes it incredibly unique for how you can play it, especially with how the class system in this game works, because there are certain classes that don't have access to certain guns that this might actually be good for. So first off, we got to talk about the iron sights. They're terrible. Iron sights are 100% the worst thing you've ever seen, and that's why so many people absolutely hate this gun at the start, because it's very difficult to like really make a call on what is the worst iron sights in this game. But if you really had to go with one, it would probably be the Famas. Now, the reason I'm hitting so many shots is because I've already used this gun for 130 kills, so I know how the gun works, and I know how it plays. I know the RPM, the recoil pattern, all that kind of stuff, so I'm gonna do a lot better than you are, okay? You're not gonna do as good. I'm sorry, this gun is just gonna be terrible for your first 5 kills. Now, try to stick through it, because maybe you'll actually end up really liking this gun, and a lot of people do. And that's why I wanted to talk about this gun, because, yeah, honestly, you're not going to do this well. I'm just saying, maybe go into 32 on 32, you're going to get these kind of ranges, and definitely get a lot more kills than you would normally, but holy, this gun can be awful with the iron sights and with some of its stats, but yeah, let's get into it. So I'm going to put on red dot and not much else for right now, because then I'm going to talk about the crazy stuff later. But yeah, you're just going to want to go for a reflex as 5 kills, but definitely go for red dot, because way better in my opinion, but you can disagree on that. But looking at the stats here, this gun has 24 damage, which is the lowest in the class, and tied for 3rd worst in the entire game. Very, very low damage. It's only 1 less than like the ACR and only like 3 less than the SG550, and that doesn't sound too bad until you realize that, yeah, this gun is going to be a 5-hit kill on limbs, maybe a 6 or 7-hit kill on some of those armor types, and maybe up to like a 9-hit kill CQC on some of the armor types. Not to mention the range here, as you can see, is about 30 meters down to 300, which is pretty good. It has a regular minimum damage range, but what it really struggles with is the fact that it has like, you know, M4 ranges, but it does so little damage. So you're going to start dropping at about 40 or 50 meters, which is about as much as an SMG, unlike some of these other harder hitting assault rifles, which is about 140. I would love to see this have a better damage range, but honestly, this gun could use a complete rework, and I'll talk about my opinions on the rework for this gun if they ever do one in the future. But it has the lowest velocity and lowest damage of any assault rifle, and also cannot deal damage to vehicles like an SMG, which is really weird because it's a 5.56, and the fact that the PP19 firing 9mm can hit vehicles and this can't deal any damage to them is super weird. It also has 70 accuracy, which is about on par with an SMG. It's only a little less than some of the assault rifles, but the main thing here is the aim down time is really good, and the reload speed is just over 3 seconds unattached. Now, the reload speed is something that you're going to notice is going to get crazy with this gun, but what we really need to talk about is what is actually good here. Like, what am I actually getting from this gun? You're getting fire rate, right? And that's about it. You're getting fire rate. I'm trying to defend this gun here as somebody who's a big hater of this gun. Honestly, I have noticed some stuff that's actually pretty good with it. So yes, the range isn't the best, but it's actually on par with other assault rifles, meaning that, yeah, you're going to get 24 up close, but that damage is not going to drop too slowly after that. You're going to be still doing decent damage at 100, maybe 120, 30 meters, enough to actually spray down people and get a kill. And with a good setup, the recoil is not even that bad, but also it has around double the velocity of some of the SMGs in the game. So this is going to have way less lead to its shots and a little bit more ability to kill targets over range than your average SMG. And the recoil pattern on it is kind of weird when you first get the gun, but honestly, I'm not going to lie. As I've started to use the gun more, I've noticed it's not that bad. But now we need to talk about some of the stuff that makes this gun amazing. First off, with the B25 URK and the no downsides fast mag, as you can see, there are no downsides to using this, which makes it really good, of course. Your reload speed is now 2.32, which is beating out a lot of the SMGs, including the Vector fastest setup and the MP7 fastest setup, the PP2000 best setup. So there's no downside to actually running a fast mag on this gun, and as you can see, it is a great reload speed. This also does have a 35 round mag if you can't hit your first shots to get those kills, or if you really need it for killing a second guy with a single mag or something. If you run into a building with like 4 people, yeah, you're not gonna win with this, and the extended mag might help a little bit, but you're gonna have to hit a lot of shots. So there is that. But there's one major upside about this gun that I didn't really think about until very recently, which is that this is an assault rifle. Now, yes, that sounds obvious, but also the ramifications of that are a little bit different than you'd expect. The major thing is that, yeah, you can run this on the assault class. Now, the assault class does not have access to anything that isn't an assault rifle. So it can't use SMGs, which means the SMGs don't get any of its passives or any of its gadgets. And that means that you have some gadgets that they're a little bit different. With the assault class, you get about 25% faster reload speed, meaning you have about a 2-second, which is faster than any SMG in the game. And you got to keep in mind, you can't run faster reload speed on the SMGs because they can't run in the class that has the faster reload. So that's really good. You also get faster swapping and faster aim down sight speed. And the other thing you get is gadgets. Now, you can use a grappling hook, a pickaxe, a sledgehammer, a riot shield, or small ammo kits with this, and none of those things are something that you could actually run if you're going to be running a medic. Now, the grappling hook especially is really nice because on maps like this one, of course, I'm not in the actual main city, but in the main city, you could do some pretty crazy stuff. You can run on top of buildings, do a lot better that way, but also, like, look at this reload speed. Like, it is so fast. Not to mention, you also get the small ammo kit, which is 100% a big upside. Ooh, wait, medic, no. But I'm playing assault, which means I have the heavy armor, which normally you can't have as a medic unless you're like level 200. So you can run this as an SMG role, but also you can run it on a class that actually gives you some definitely nice passive effects and a bunch of really cool gadgets that you don't normally have. Not to mention that this gun, I'll talk about some of the attachments that make it really good. And let's be real, not everybody is a medic player, okay? Medic players do make up probably the majority of overall players in this game, but some people do like assault. They do want to play with a different class and run different gadgets, and I think that this has some good stuff, not to mention the attachments. Unfortunately, the good attachment is 300 kills, so yes, I got it. That attachment is the long barrel or the heavy barrel, but long barrel, in most people's opinion, is better. With this barrel, you get better horizontal recoil, but way worse vertical recoil, more velocity, more accuracy. But the biggest thing you get is 25 damage instead of 24. And 25 damage is nothing to be underestimated because you're hitting like an ACR. So if you're somebody who's pretty aggressive and wants a faster fire rate, yeah, you can actually run the Famas and do pretty good, not gonna lie. I just think that it's kind of annoying that you need 300 kills on the gun to make it truly viable. I think that's kind of annoying, but hopefully they like kind of fix that. Also, you can get ammo kits, which is really nice. So if you want to run like super light armor and not have too much ammo, but then also be able to replenish your ammo, you can't do that with an SMG. You can find support players, but let's be real, if you're trying to run and gun, support players are not going to be nearby. So yeah, overall, there's some really nice stuff to this gun that actually makes it not a bad option. I'm not going to say it's the best assault rifle, definitely one of the worst assault rifles in the game, but as far as guns go, it's really not the worst thing you've ever played with. And that's pretty surprising because before I was a big hater of this gun, and now I'm not so much. Now, personally, I don't think the playstyle or the necessary hoops you have to jump through to say that this gun is viable, like saying you have to run it on assault and stuff, I don't think all that stuff is really going to make me, as somebody who runs medic, switch over to this gun. You know, I'm going to be playing medic anyway, so what's the point of using this when I could just, you know, run a submachine gun that's going to do me way better? Quick mag enjoyer. I like the quick mags. Also, the quick mag on this one has like no downside, so you may as well run that, which is awesome. Ooh. Anyways, gamers, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe if you're new, but I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Have a nice day.